Well, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We started out with no audio, and of course, me trying something new. I had to rebuild 4 systems this week, and you are now seeing the streaming PC on a 9900K with 8 processors. Well, cores anyway, single processor. It seems that the RAM the 64 gigs of RAM that I have, 3866, it can't quite keep up. It might be a problem with the power on this particular 370 chipset motherboard, which is a disappointment. So I'm running right now at 3400. I tried 3600, but it was locking up the client. This is brand new. I haven't had any chance to do this until this very hour or so, or maybe 2. So, West Sage, hey, welcome. Hope everybody's doing good this season. I know I haven't been on since December 1st. And I know that there's many of you out there wanting to have some fun and adventures. Right now I'm in 3.3.7 because I tried 3.4 and I was having weird, crashes, hangs. Not the system itself, no blue screens or anything. It's just I thought, okay, let's go back to 3.3.7 and see if it's similar. It was similar. It wasn't the same, though. So I have to do a little bit of more burn-in tests with my setup. Right now I'm getting 5 gigahertz, which is not bad. Because I am in PU, 244 of you can always jump in and join me. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I am just testing it out, this new build. And we'll go from there. Yeah, I can. It's not bad. One sad part is my Elgato capture card only captures at true 4K right now, which adds a little bit of a performance hit, but that's life. I hope you guys don't mind. But I am streaming to you at 4K UHD, so that should be helpful. Hey, BBB Prime. Your 2-week hiatus coincided with my move to evenings at work. Wow. Nice. So are you settled in yet? Yeah. By the way, this approach, I said it just before I started the stream. I aimed just above the horizon of Daymar, and I went full throttle, and I turned off the engines. And I only turned on the engines just as I almost made contact. So that's a pretty fast and speedy approach. I wanted to test this out, and it worked. Yeah. So I have not had an eventful... apart from all the work and putting out little fires and things like that, I managed to secure a little bit of time off until the 7th of January. Of course, it won't be all Star Citizen, but I hope to be streaming a little bit more. And the 40 of you that have joined me tonight, man, you guys are super cool. I love you. I don't feel so alone in my attempts to try to get this 9900K running. 8700K, solid. Delidding is easy. I haven't delidded this thing, but I might. But I'll have to lap down the silicone a little bit, which can be risky to get the same performance drops. But honestly, I'm going to show you guys what I have in a couple seconds. It's not bad. My phone runs to make 1080 60 videos than my computer. Absolutely. Even 1440. Erebus King Conger has an instructional on this to orbit the planet Zataro. Nice. Excellent. I know that you can orbit Daymar. There's just a specific velocity. I've done that. The real question is, can we orbit the planets? Hey, Lord Ender. Welcome. Hey, Johnny. Erebus and everyone. I really miss you. Cutting engines in orbit to orbit. Well, the problem is the way I did it, I wasn't elevated. I wasn't gaining altitude. And right when I hit atmosphere, I was at max velocity, but I was descending instantly. So there's no way I'm going to, at that velocity anyway. However, if I was running a little faster with the new flight model, maybe, who knows? Though it wasn't worth delidding the 9900K. Yeah, Captain Black. You know, I find delidding is not enough. You have to literally reduce the silicone, because on the 8700K, it's a lot lower, a lot thinner, and you get much more bang for your buck. Do I notice a little bit of improvement? Yes. And until this very moment, I was regretting the decision, because that 8700K was a very nice CPU. I gave it to my son, so I was helping him with his system. King Conger. Kin. That's awesome. What delidded? Well, all it does is lower. What you do is you also put like cryonaut, like liquid metal. It just allows you to lower the degrees. Like on an 8700K, you can get up to 20 degrees Celsius lower temperatures, right? Just quieter running. That's one of the benefits. So yeah, these last 2 weeks has been rather busy, and Upgrade City and prepping for whatever is coming our way. All right, so without further ado, let's show off what we got to you, so you can see for yourself if it's really worth it. And right now, I don't know. So, as you can see, the GPU is at 100%, system's good, memory is memory, and I'm running it at 3400. I could probably do much better timings at this speed, but it's okay. Not too worried about that. I'll try to keep it at this. Let's see. Yeah, that's much better. All right. And you can see at the bottom right-hand side, I'm getting 42 frames per second at 4K gameplay. And let's go here again. Open up a hardware monitor, and this one and this one. Here's the processor. I have it just within 200. I should probably get rid of it. I really don't need it, I don't think. See, it jumps to 5 every now and then. But I'm just testing it out. Here's the core. It's pretty cool, as you can see. It's not that... It isn't... The problem wasn't the... I could probably get 5100. This is a good bin. This is a good bin processor. I was the silicone lottery winning. So that's good enough. Captain Black, hello. Yeah, it is Captain Black. It's literally, it's not bad. It's a better improvement, but the silicone's a lot more than I'm happy with. I'm skipping the gen on GPUs and CPUs. Honestly, I would. I'm doing this because I'm trying to give you guys 4K 60 FPS at the best Star Citizen can offer. But do you really need it? You know, I was almost tempted to go SLI, real close. But then I said, nah. Because I want something you guys can actually, get that is worth it. And right now, honestly, an 1080 Ti, that's what my son's running. 8700 delidded, 32 gigs of RAM, 3200, and Western Digital NVMe 1 terabyte. That's it. Operating system and Star Citizens on it. And he was getting anywhere between 30 and 50 at 4K at Orbial, riding the train. At 40p, easy between, averaging 50 at Orbial. So sometimes it drops. Of course it drops. Come on, it drops down to 30. But it's pretty good. Hey, Box of Spam. I've added a few of you that were online to my PTU access, but I don't know how long it's going to be in PTU. I mean, we're on second wave right now, and it's looking pretty stable. A lot of new things, though. Rodalize. It's good to see you, too. Thank you. 1975 TO. Waiting for the next year for the AMD build. Oh, yeah. And AMD, PCIe 4, finally, maybe October, maybe 2020, we'll see. I see some people saying they have no issues with it. Others saying it screws up all their USB inputs. Oh, Johnny. I need advice. I want to buy the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warhog flight stick for Star Citizen, but it isn't specified labeled as being compatible with Windows 10. Wow, that's an issue. I'm not very familiar with that, but anyone who is watching right now, please feel free to put in the live comments, or if you're watching this as archive, please feel free to share what works for you if you do use that. I think I'm going to lock it at 5. Maybe I'll try 5100. Because look at those temps. Those are not bad. Yeah, those are pretty good temperatures for the CPU. Let's see. And here's the RAM. So even at this speed, these G's, you know what? I think one of these are bad. I honestly think one of these G-Skill, because if I put my 8 gigabyte sticks in here and I do the XMP for those and then I swap them out and put these in, it works fine. So I'm thinking there's some sort of trick. So I'm going to see if I can do that later. I just kind of burned out on hardware running. Yeah, my wife's PC was down, my son's PC was down, my mom's PC was down, my daughter's PC was down, and my stream and main PC was down. So it's been a rough week. So IO Kona says, I've got a Warthog and it works great. Eric K says, glad to see you streaming. Yes, thank you very much. Honestly, I've been keeping myself busy with a little bit of Star Citizen, watching people getting ready for the next video compilation that they're putting together, which is pretty impressive, especially today. I want to drop some names, but I don't want to spoil projects. But I know that we have dedicated community members that are willing to work hard, not only to ply their trade, but also to give a different perspective and a keen eye to the possibilities that is Star Citizen. MMORPG87 says, good evening, Sataro. Been a while. Hope the streams have been going well. Well, actually, just so you know, this is my first stream since December 1st. I haven't even really played. I haven't even tested. Yeah, been busy. Captain Black says, I have the Logitech X52 and use dual joysticks. It's great. Honestly, I agree with you. Dual joysticks is pretty good. But the convenience of having the 6 degree of freedom mouse, the space mouse, is amazing. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm gonna push the CPU a little bit more. Maybe I'll delid it. I don't know if it's worth going any higher than 51 gigahertz or 5.1 gigahertz, maybe 5.2. But this is the first time. I just turned it on about an hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours ago, and I'm also wrestling with that. Also, if you are watching this at 4K, tell me, on the right hand and left hand side, do you see like a small little sliver of black? I can't see it right now because, of course, I'm not really streaming, but I'm streaming right now. But if you see a little sliver on the right hand side and left hand side, then please tell me, because I have to adjust it. Just minor adjustments, nothing major. Look, let's see if that helps. I'm going to move it and get rid of it. There. I don't know if I got rid of it or not. Or added it. May have added it. Starting something. Oh man, that's awesome. I can't complete the name though. It's PG-13 as it is. This really is my favorite show. Sataro's voice is calming. Well, thank you very much. And I'm showcasing my upgrade, which is not much of an upgrade for 2 cores. We'll see. I'll lock it down a little bit more. We'll see. And if you guys have any recommendations on what I should do, I know there's some guides on overclocking, and I'll look at that too. And here's the GPU fan speed. And does this show the GPU settings? Yeah, it does. Graphics clocks. That's pretty much what I'm getting right now. And utilization's pretty solid, so I came here because it has the weather effects. So let's turn off our engines and see what happens. There we are. And I will I wish I could put these things on. Here's the memory. So this is particular memory. So what it can do, supposedly, maybe I have to put the push the voltage voltage a little higher. I'm not really sure, but 18, 18, 18. I could definitely do this easy or this, but Dragon Knight 146. Hi Sataro in chat. Welcome, Dragon Knight 146. Ken says, I see nothing like for whatever that's worth. Oh, a sliver on each side. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So what I'll do is I'm just going to resize it real quick. Transform, edit, transform. I will see if this helps. And transform. See if that helps. Yeah. At any rate, I'm waiting for Elgato Tech Support to get back to me, and we'll find out. I mean, I tried it even in this system, and it's the same thing. It's just, it only registers true 4K right now. I was toying with going super wide, 5K ultra wide. I don't know if the Elgato can push that at 60 FPS, but a 5K ultra wide would look really, really cool. And the way I would do it is I would still play on my 4K OLED. I mean, yeah, my 4K OLED Sony 55-inch. But I would have that monitor as a means to push that resolution. If you guys know if there's an emulator that can fake, not really fake, but pretend like my computer is plugged into a monitor that can actually push that resolution, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be neat, because I'd like to see if Elgato can actually push for or capture 5K ultra wide. If not, I'd like to see if nvidia would be able to capture and record at least that way. MMORPG says, what are you trying to overclock your CPU if it's hardly even being utilized? The reason why is I find that you get better performance at 5 gigahertz, and my memory as well used to be a big reason as to why I'm not getting the best performance. But with all the tweaking that's been going on and fine-tuning, I would say it's getting better for the clients and for everyone else, really. You can get away with 3200 process speed RAM. That's what I got for my son, and I've been playing on 3.4 earlier today with him, and no crashes, no hiccups, nothing. And the only reason why I was having problems is, again, I'm thinking is I have a bad stick of RAM. This is a Razer EX. It comes equipped with shotguns and a few other cool equipment. Definitely worth picking up if you can. I don't know, were these available in the in the anniversary sale? I'm not sure. Let's see. That's not too bad. I got this because I was worried that I was worried I have to work on this, that it was taxing with face over IP on my system. So let's try this. Okay, there it is. And there's that. And there's that. Okay. No, it didn't really change anything. Okay. Well, don't want to bore you guys. Outlaws Inc. I miss you guys too. Now, with 3.4 on the horizon, I'm thinking we know Synchronizer is doing something fun tomorrow, and Lucky 13 has something planned for Sunday. I believe it is 6 p.m. Pacific. So that's going to be fun. But at the same time, I'm wondering what if we should have our own little event on Saturday, maybe around 2 p.m. if you're up for it. I don't know. Maybe do a run at Jumptown and see if we can actually survive. Of course, the rule of engagement is you don't destroy the cargo, but capture the cargo, and then we have to go and take it. Okay? That's the kicker. And then that makes it fun, because right now when you capture cargo, you technically can't sell it, which is unfair, right? But the idea is, who knows, maybe that's what I'll do. We'll sell the cargo, and the winner gets the monies. We could at least do that. Anyway, I'm just formulating a plan. I want to have engagement, and with the reset coming, who knows, maybe next week of 3.4, it can be rewarding and fun. Okay, Core Wave Function says, wow, Satara lives. Good to see you back, man. Thank you, Core Wave Function. Had to get my fix from other streamers while you're MAI. Yeah, MIA rather. I do apologize. I don't really tweet or have Instagram or anything like that. So when I'm busy, I'm busy. I'd love to have shared the journey to get here. I think you would have probably given me some pointers too. But locally, we have a good shop that has really qualified staff. That when I go there, they pretty much say the same thing I say. So I'm like, it's not an echo chamber, because they have their reasons to believe what they believe, and it's pretty much just reassuring me that I'm building correctly. Some dude says, "Hey Sataro," or "Hello Sataro, saluting you from Peru. Welcome and thank you. Waiting for the Gemini shooting stars and watching you change course on the main." In the meantime, no problem. You know what? Those shooting stars this morning was so beautiful up north. It's amazing. You just see them, especially on your way to work. Jack Harper says, can you use the controller to play certain parts of this game? Absolutely, Jack. You can use the Xbox controller for everything if you wish. You can use the controller for all of it. Yes, thank you, MMRPG. Flawbot says, yeah. Hey, thanks for that update. I know some of you have been sending private messages, which I appreciate. And I miss you too, Flawbot. Thank you. Razor EX. Okay, thanks. Cool ship. Yeah, Red. If you want, just join in. I'll add you to my contacts, and you can take this for a spin. I have, I think, 4 of these. Yeah. This is so you can do recon work, on perimeter. Hey, Satara, you're back. Yes. Zo Phantom, thank you. This is a 9900K. Yay. It's a pretty good bin, I think. This is not delidded. It's pretty much stock. It's running the knock. I have the knock to a 15S on this, so this is air cooled. It's holding its own. I was having problems earlier today. About an hour and a half ago. I was thinking, okay, what am I doing wrong? And obviously what I was doing wrong is I was pushing my RAM a little bit too much. So, yay. Now we're going to test this for reals. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Does it even remember this? No, it does not. Oh. Really? Oh. No, that's not what I want. No. That's not. Why is it being silly? Oh, right. I didn't set it for this. There's one emote that I've never seen before, and I want to share it with you guys. I don't know if it's here, though. I'm allowed to talk about it, so that's good. Let's see. Options, controls. Just minimize or close that. I don't need that anymore. Key bindings. That's it. Advanced. Social emotes. Confirm launch. That's the one. I guess it's not new. All right. Gloat. All right. Point. All right. See. Oops. Let's see. Oh, confirm launch doesn't work here. That point works. Okay. Let's see if that happens now. Oh, wow. That's funny. I'm just standing here talking to myself. Yeah, I have to do a little bit of work. There we go. A little depth of field. This is so boring. All right, so you guys are probably wondering, where are you? Where are you? And you guys are coming right above the horizon there, probably. Maybe not. Let's get some music, decent music, I guess. I'm sure you've probably heard this a lot already, but I'm going to throw it on. Such good music. There we go. Nice and calming. Click speed, CPU, clock speed. CPU 5.2 gigahertz Pyro Guy. That would be good. I'm not doing that right now. I'm just slowly testing this out. I'm looking forward to the 99K 390 hertz board. Actually, the 390 is a really good board. My son has that now. It's a good board. So, thank you. Your voice is like a warm blanket, a hug, and a cup of cocoa. Thank you. A warm blanket's always important. Those are the best. Let's see how this works. Earlier today, there was a streamer doing some really nice photo work. It was very impressive. With a freelancer flying by. It's pretty nice. So if you're wondering, I am on Daymar. Just seeing if I can crash the system. But it doesn't look like it. Wow, is it just me or did they reset? Because I don't have the outfit I had before. From the first. Yeah. Can we buy property in the game other than ships? Yes, Jack. Right now, unfortunately, it isn't a thing. But what'll happen is you can buy... make claims, then go register your claim. Then you can also, when you're going to go register your claim, it could get intercepted and somebody can steal your claim. So be careful. But when you make your claim, you get to own that plot of land. And if it's in UE controlled space, it's policed, which is nice. Of course, it doesn't give you the best results. So waves are going out now for everyone, Staro? Yes. It's definitely worth checking out. All you have to do, remember, if you don't have an account, you technically won't get the first wave or second wave until you have a package. Now, unfortunately, this is not a free fly week. But maybe the anniversary, or not anniversary sale, sorry. The I don't know, maybe this time, sometime this month I might have something, I hope. Pyro guy, you're awesome. Thanks. You know what? You guys are awesome. 142 of you. Wow. You haven't seen me, my mug for what, 2 weeks? And here I am, and you are here. Wow. Oh, absolutely, Soap. Absolutely. I'm gonna share you the link. It's a YouTube link because I make it simple. But remember, this is all Star Citizen music. Kudos to Pedro and the team involved in Star Citizen Squadron 42 music and Star Citizen music. There you go. Yeah, it does take a while. It's not fun. Alright, now, can I follow my footsteps back? I don't think so. I'm lost. Nah. In the game, you get a heads-up display showing you where your razor is, just over that ridge. Look at these LODs. Pumpkin LODs. It's kind of nice. Here, I'm going to see if I can actually add some more ambience. Wow, that's pretty good. This is head tracking, by the way. Oops. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it is. It's working well. The lighting that I have must always make me frown. There, that's a little better. Maybe. So who's looking forward to the female characters? I know I am. I really am. Flawbot says, nobody streams like you, fella. It's like run, kill, rinse, repeat. You the best. Flawbot. Well, there's a few that are so helpful that I also would say, like Zenthrex is pretty good. And Haskaha, I know he's behind the scenes, but he does videos. And there's a few other people who actually stream when they're doing shots, particular shots on the storyboard. Very impressive watching them work. I can't wait until there's more tools for us so we can actually do this a little bit more enjoyably. I'm going to turn down the music just a smidge. Just because it's looking good. The one and only says, my man, is it even a question? Head tracking, well, if you have the camera, if you're using this right now, you don't have to worry with head tracking. Right now, the reason why the camera is moving is because I'm actually looking left and right. So this is actually the face over IP right now. However, you know the character is moving left and right? That's me moving my head in real life. But when I'm in first person, you see the HUD? It doesn't follow my head movement. So here, I'll recenter it. There, you can actually see it. Oh, sorry. I moved. All right. And what I can do now, and I'll show you, you can go to options, comm settings, and you can do free look when seated, and there. So now the HUD kind of follows. It's a little, you know, it has its place. But the idea is the track IR, I think, is a little bit better. And it also allows you to do this, things like this. Make yourself taller and get rid of the HUD. So, it's kind of cool. Hope that answers that question. Vox Magma says, you or your wife? Where have you been? I mean, oh, my wife, definitely. And me, because then I'm, you know, hey, I get to play with my best friend in the whole wide world. Ken says, sure, those are guys are good. However, they're no Citaro. Ken, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean it. Thanks. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, I have to turn it there. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I mean it. I mean it, even though my face may not represent it. Oh wow. And you know what? They really improved that face over IP tracking in 3.4, so that's going to be some fun. So this is high noon now. I wonder if you guys will be able to find me. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know the distances to the other places, so I have to give a beacon or something. Watch out for scorpions in the sand. Another reason for people to come and save me. Look at this. Isn't that neat how this stone has kind of been embedded into the dirt or the sand? It's kind of nice. And look, I'm climbing up it. Whee! I'm the king of the world, a king of the hill, as it were. Look at those foot placings. It's pretty cool, I tell you. All right. Fox Megan says, Citaro, just want to confirm you're in PTU. No, I'm not in PTU right now. I'm in PU. Because I was overclocking, the PTU would crash on my system a lot. So I went and tried on my son's PC. No problem on his. He has the 8700K that I was using for gaming, and it's beautiful. It's an awesome system. He has the 390 mini Asus motherboard, 32 gigs of RAM, 3200 G-Skill, cast latency. I think it's 16, 18, 18. So it's pretty good. Yes, it is, Fetus. It is a happy little stone, and I appreciate it very much. Look at that. My heels aren't touching. Let's see if I can back up a little bit. Oh, it's not perfect, but close. Come on. You know, if I was on a Fortnite map, what are the chances I'd get headshotted? In Star Citizen, I know people don't like PvP, and I agree with that. But when you're lost, you're pretty much lost. And the only thing that's going to be hounding you is those darn NPCs that just spawn out of nowhere. So all you need is 1 or 2 NPCs just to be kind of your buds. Just like in Mass Effect, you know, you're just here walking around and they're talking adventures or dropping little, you know, I heard that so-and-so is looking for a bounty hunter for something. You know, like dropping little quest rewards for you. Oh, Paul. All those stuff were hand-me-downs to my son, so I know. I do have other things, though, but those are already earmarked for other people. Is this game out already? Looks done. Oh, it's getting there. Until the fat lady sings, it's not done. Now, the question is, will they throw in height as well? I hope they get height tech. It's always off-putting when I see like 30 people walking and they're all the exact same height. It's like, ugh. Where's my immersion? I don't even need a big difference, you know? Just 2 inches here, 2 inches there. You know, I don't need 8-foot persons. Anyway. Yeah, footage sims. Well, actually, on this one, not so much. There's no oxygen here, so you don't want to do this. Yeah. All right, he's twitching. There you go. That's pretty neat. All right, let's see what happens now. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Whoa, slide. That was cool. Let's see. Can I back up? Nope, goes around. I'm just pushing backwards, and it's doing it itself. Oh, now it's standing, so I have to go strafe a little bit to the right. There. Ooh, look at that. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, this tech is pretty cool. So every time they add tech, what was previously said not doable now is reality. So that's neat. Let's these are Cabela boots. Get your own pair today. Only $59.99. All right. If it was BF, you might eat it. Tank shell. Yeah, that's right. From beyond the horizon. That would be kind of cool, actually. That would be okay. That's one of the things I'm really missing, and that's why I don't do too many skirmishes, is there's people who don't do good FPS, but they're really good at medic work. You know? So if you need an evac, team rescue, that's all they do. Like, get you in and out, and you're good to go. That's what I want to see. I want to play that. That's the adventure. So, all right. For those of you that are copying over to PTU, I mean, we could go. There's so many spoilers now in PTU. So many missions that I don't know how to play that without, you know, ruining it for everyone. Oh, absolutely, MMORPG. Oh, RPG 87. Such a small thing in tech makes such a huge improvement. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Johnny says 1200 watt, 80 plus platinum. Yeah, that's what I have, Johnny. Yeah. How did you know? Or Johnny's asking that. What PSU are you using and what quality? Bronze? Yeah, no, guys. I don't go cheap. My son, he has an 860i. AX860i. And it's beautiful. My wife and daughter are the same. I put in a 1200 just because I was thinking of an SLI setup. I have the power. I just don't know if this motherboard can actually push the power that I want. So I might upgrade the motherboard. But we'll see. Look at this reflection. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. But I don't know if this is normal, like a bake or of some kind. But this looks like a bake. But this right here on this, you see the back fuselage? That is so amazing. All right, let's see about doing this the right way. Firing up systems. I got the first wave invite, but haven't got to play at all. Aww. You know, it's about time. Even if you have the PC. Let's see how this works. Look at that, eh? It's a little risky, but I see what looks like snow-capped peaks in the distance. I can't wait until we get weather effects. I love snow. I like lightning. Weather is what makes the Earth so beautiful and different than in any moon, that's for sure. You're at Daymar, Wigan? All right. Let's see what we can do. So I'm just checking out the LODs on this build. Yeah, a little bit too aggressive. Okay. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we probably see a next wave later in the week. If not full release next week. If not next week, the following. It's so stable. The only thing that isn't stable is when you're trying to fly through Lorville's building and your son's saying, no, you shouldn't do that, but he's having a hoot because we're going to push the envelope. And then we're right in the middle of the building. Everything's fine. We're having fun. We got the DIR, max, everything's loaded, everything's great. And I use the comms on the ship. Problem is, the click to land is also really close to the power off. And at the same time, my son nudges me. So yeah, I made a request to land, but I just turned off all the power. And I didn't recover fast enough, so we died. I don't know, I tend to kill my son all the time in Star Citizen. But you guys, somehow you survive. A little bit longer. Yeah. I'm feeling I'm missing the Merlin. Oh, yeah. The Merlin, guys, is... Well, you know what? I picked up some more, so I'll probably be giving them away again. I try to pick up a few during the anniversary sale, just because I give them away so often. Alrighty. So, who wants to go to the PTU? I take that as a yes. I didn't do that. Wow. You see the bobbing of the head? I'm hoping it gets improved. This is the camera. See?
Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
And there we are. No more bobbing. And I can have my track IR do all the work. And, of course, in the Razor, you tend to sit low, right? Well, too bad. And you could also lock. So your head tracking no longer works. Now you're using mouse. But you see how far the mouse takes you? It doesn't allow you to look further than this. Probably for good reason, because you'd break your neck. But watch this. Now I can look further when I enable this. I can even lean forward a little bit. Oh, I gotta be careful. Don't want to snap my neck. That's kind of neat. Anyway, see, in a normal plane, your chest can actually lean forward. But in this game, you're kind of stuck in place. So when you go right, you know, you have to lean back a little bit to make it work. So it's kind of neat. Most people, they disable this and this and this. But I like that. I like those movements. And it's good for VR. Alright, I'm going to lock this. Erase. Let's see. MMORPG says, a road killed me in the Ursa. Wear your seatbelts. Taro, don't play while driving. Yes. I've killed many people on the game for many silly reasons. When will the other waves come out? Yeah, soon. Next week, maybe. Actually, now the second wave progressed so quickly, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes right to release. So that's why this weekend I'm going to take this money, whatever money I have. Let's see. I got to enable this. 1,342,000 and spend it. Don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we're going to try to see how much we can put into a caterpillar at the notorious Destructo Derby jump down. Who knows? I'm up for anything that's fun. But no, in PTU, you get access to $5 million. Okay, in-game currency, but still. Wow. All right. With that said, I am going to try something I haven't tried before. I hope you guys don't mind this. Now I'm going to lock the head tracking. I'm going to see if I can actually do this. I don't know if this is if it's possible. It's worth a try. All right. Engine off. So, I'm trying to get as close to the height of the atmosphere and seeing if this speed is enough to increase my speed as I fall around. Because, as you know, there's 100 kilometers in atmosphere over Hurston. And I still have to sit down and do the math, but if I can get the Herald, or a lighter ship like this one, the LX is the fastest. I think it does 1350. Anyway, if I can get that and use the momentum of the pull of the planet to do an orbit, or at least a slingshot. I don't think you'll be able to do an orbit, but a slingshot, that'd be pretty cool. Vox Manga says, Satara, speaking about VR, have you seen Ace Compact Fan's recent Ace Combat 7 VR gameplay? No. Okay, so we're hitting atmosphere too early. So, with that said, I'm going to turn engines on.
Engines off. Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
I'm going to climb. Yeah. It's so tricky. See, look at that speed already. Already lost almost 10,000 altitude. Thank you, MMRPG. I appreciate you joining me tonight. Look, recovering that was so difficult. There we go. And I'll get rid of the audio. Just too much engine noise. There we go. Let's see what happens. Coupled. Interesting. Okay, getting close. Okay, engines off. Where is the engines off? There you go.
Engines off.
All right, let's see what happens. So we're that's our altitude, well, whatever it was. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, what are you doing? I'm trying to do an orbit and a rotation. But I don't know if this is going to work because this place is tricky because of the atmosphere. The lower you go, where it drags you. but it's something we talked about. Normally, if you're flying straight and you're doing level flight, there's no movement. But this way, I introduced a last-minute movement, and then I turned off the engines. I don't think this is going to work. I should do this on Yila. But that'll be probably... I'll be spending a little bit of time doing this, so it'll be a whole stream dedicated to it. See? Let's see if I can actually gain some altitude doing this. Fire! Fire! No. Nah, I'm losing altitude fast. Well, sure looks like it. Here, I'll back up. Maybe not. Maybe yes. We won't know. Not for a few more moments. Amira. Dr. Lackenstein says, "Hey Zatara, I've never seen you fly the 85X. Not a fan." Oh, I love the 85X. It's one of my favorites. It's what I use when I'm usually doing camera work. So, yeah, no. A definite fan. Definite. It's very forgiving. You can carry a passenger. You could even be a passenger and then do some serious, how can I say it, work, I guess. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, definitely a fan. Definitely grab one if you can. I've never done this before. It's kind of risky. If this is an orbit, wow. Sure doesn't look like it though. Still looks awesome. Hey Morgan, and hello again. Welcome. Show the top of the ship? Sure. It's kind of dark. Sorry. Yeah. First reverse entry orbit. We'll see. And this is over Daymar. There's one moon of Hurston that is so easy. You could even get a Starfarer. Like, you don't need much speed. And you can go real low altitude. I did it with the Merlin. And I think you can do it with a Starfarer. Even a Javelin. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, no, it's one of my favorite ships, and I recommend from the snubs, definitely grab if you like snubs. Until the Archimedes comes, that is. I don't know, maybe we're breaking away. Yeah, we're breaking away. But I don't know if we're slingshotting or not. So, because we kind of dropped and maybe, I don't know. That's kind of neat. It's not every day I do this. Wow. Alright, that does look kind of cool. Oops. I hope we don't burn up. Cue KSP music. It seems like 3.3 just came out though. Yes. And 3.5 is going to be coming out, I think, is it what, March or is it February? I'm really looking forward to that. Now the question is, will this actually introduce drag? I don't know. Imagine if this is one of those elliptical orbits. That'd be sick. Like really close to the ground and really high up, but still captured into the moon. I like crazy orbits. They're fun. But we don't have an orbital computer or anything like that. Now I'm sort of going backwards. So that burn should be underneath the ship right now. They should just move it like an orbit, you know? You can do it. All right, that does look like a cool shot. I've never seen that before. Look at those guns, eh? Just taking screenshots. Remember, I always make the link available for you guys, so lots of fun. Ah, looks like we're breaking free. Or maybe not. I don't know, it's hard to say. This one's one. I don't know, maybe we're breaking free. Let's see what happens. Yes, Fox Mega. Howdy, these nuts. Welcome. What do I think about the Carrack? It'll be fun to play. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure many people are. I love the progress that's being made on Star Citizen. It's so cool to see how quick it's starting to come together. Yes. And then there'll be no time for me to actually explore it all. And the star systems will come out so fast that people are going to feel really desperate. I mean, we were starved for so long, and then now it's just going to be overwhelming. Now that I don't know if we're going to see that type of growth until we see Squadron 42, but it'll still be pretty cool. Now, there is something to be said, and they're working on it, and I've noticed this. One of the moons over Hurston, they have debris in orbit, but if you walk out of your ship, you're not going to EVA, you're going to fall down. So they might be stretching out the gravity layers a little further. In the past, the gravity layer was the same as the atmosphere layer. The moment you hit the atmosphere, you got it. But if they start to extend the gravity layer a little further out, okay, then the atmosphere layer, that is going to make some interesting dynamics. Wow, here we are. We're coming back in, I think. Now that's a hammerhead. This is a little crazy of an orbit. Yes, after Microtech, maybe Crusader. I don't know. It'd be neat. Mirko, yes, please pay. Please pay to win. It's a pay-to-win game. Just sell your kidney. I'm just kidding. Nah. You see me play. I never win. Yeah, it's pay-to-play. Basically, it's a dream. It's a vision. And you pay. The vision becomes a reality. And you all win. Because there's no real win in Star Citizen. However, there might be a pay-to-win scenario in the single-player campaign where you might get some perks a little early. I don't know if it's true, though, because I think it only is given to you after you finish the game. So it'll be interesting how they do that. You know, with Mass Effect, you know, they have the insanity mode and things like that. That'd be pretty cool. Do they plan on they do plan on putting booms, yes. In fact, I think some of them, well, no. Maybe it's the Doppler effect I'm interested in with sonic booms, so that'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Sabrine says there's no win condition right now, but if you were to hire 1,000 players and pay their salaries for 2 months and buy them PCs and then offers severance packages and have them scour the universe for new places to build, and you consider that putting your name on all the planets a win, then yeah, it was a costly win. So it's definitely pay to win. Ultimately, I know the risks of pay to win, and I don't care for those games. Not at all. They're not fun for the person paying to win, and they're not fun for the person getting beat all the time. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why I like Star Citizen so much. I mean, right now there's no win. The win is you watching and joining in the fun and the adventure. And I can't believe I'm still in orbit. Slowly breaking away, maybe. Eventually. I just want to get in the... I need to go. I will try to come back later. Morgan, no problem. I would say it's play to win. Or pay to fly, maybe. If you've ever flown, did private school stuff, private pilot's license stuff, it's really amazing because you definitely have to pay to fly. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. How can I say this? It is an investment, right? In whatever goal you're trying to set. EP, what you just described sounds like No Man's Sky. Discover stuff, name it. Yeah, pretty much. Absolutely. And you know, that's one thing that intrigued me, is that you get to discover things and put your name on it, but it doesn't really mean much, you know? In this verse, I guess you can say, when you find a new star system that is unknown, not the mapped ones, or planets, or who knows what, maybe you'll be able to make a claim on it. Remember, you have to make it, you have to register it. So I don't think you can do it by yourself. So you're definitely going to have friends. Yeah, I'm here for the Javelin giveaways. It only takes 2,042 subscribers, and then they give it away. It's like, that's awesome. Okay, this is a very entertaining orbit. I've never had this before. But what I would not give... See, I have my engines off right now. So they're turned off, basically. But I'd love to have an orbit computer, like there's a flight computer, and then there's a navigation computer, and then there's an orientation computer, because then I would orientate myself using gyros the way I want to go, you know? This is kind of like free falling in style. Can you recommend some good headphones for Discord game chat? Yes, I sure can. Just depends on your budget. Because right now it seems that I would recommend, honestly, a USB headset. And the reason why, I found that you can go with a more traditional, and then just have a dongle for USB. That also works. But I find it's very flexible, especially if you're moving from one station to another. So, I cheap out on the Steel series. Usually when they have them on sale, like Best Buy, like for $70, I grab them. Boxing Day is usually when they have it. So what exactly is the goal right now? EP, I was thinking of going to PTU, but I'm just testing my system. And if you guys want, if this is stable orbit, you can try knocking me out of orbit. Hey, that'd be fun. Because we're in PU right now, so there's, I believe, 244 in contact. Is this KSP in SE? Sure, why not? Yeah. All right, now I'm going to change up the music just a tad. Let's try this one out. I think this is going to be nicer. Maybe not the right one. Oh, here we go. Sure. Anyway, this is music from Squadron 42 and Geoff Zanelli. I hope I pronounce his name properly. He made these songs, right? But this is obviously a synthesized song music. So when this is prepared with better instruments, real, instrument play, it's going to be amazing. But right now it's like a MIDI. And, it takes time, and you don't want to spoil the sounds. For Squadron 42, it's going to be pretty sick. It's going to be fun. Music's, and sounds in space. Come on. What's there not to like? Hey, Zarian. You have any, if you read about the possibility of liquid sun? Oh, absolutely, Cyberine. That's nothing new. It's just we needed more evidence. So that's what we're doing. Science is about empirical evidence, observation, and reporting. So, not just the sun. Our universe, I guess you can say, has properties that resemble liquid, right? I guess it just depends when you consider densities and the epicness of space and time. Wow. This is a really neat orbit. I like it. Let's see if we can actually look at the surface. Yeah, we can. Ooh. Am I passing over any place? Let's see. Oh, I can't turn on the engines. Oh, that's sad. I'm not a happy camper. All right, so let's do this then. Go to my location. What? All right. Wow. Oh, wow, they've improved the textures? To actually know my altitude and cruising speed and even my ID. Man. Alright, so let's see. So there I am. And I'm getting further away from hardcore mining. You can see it right here. And I'm obviously... So if I were to expose this, there's this 30-second delay, but you can see somewhat of my orbit. Bountiful Harvest is over there, and I'm heading this direction. Let's see, is there anything around? Oh, maybe. Ager Flats. Aid Shelter. It'll be interesting. This is on the other side. So that'll be about 15 minutes, maybe 20. So let's see what happens. Wow, this is a high orbit with an interesting spin to it. By the way, I hear there's NPCs in the bunkers at Lorville, Hurston. I don't know, after this, maybe if you guys load up your PTU, we can go ahead and try to see if we can actually make an assault on it. This time taking out NPCs for the first time. It looks like you're going 170 meters per second. Actually, iStar, that's what it says on the screen, but when you turn off the engines, it stops working. It doesn't give you proper updates. So the best way is if somebody tracks me down and matches my velocity, we'll know. But anyway, yeah, you should aim around 1070 at the altitude I was at. I like this one. This one's my favorite, especially Assault. When I hear this, I feel like going to the underground bunker. Right, we're getting into the dark area now. Nice. Actually, you know what? On an 8700K, running a 1080 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, running 3200 speed, DDR4, and operating system Windows 10 Pro on a Western Digital NVMe 1 terabyte drive. No problems. None. However, I was having problems because I was overclocking my RAM and this new processor I'm not really familiar with. So it's probably a temperature thing or a voltage thing. So I think I've managed to get some stability, and I'll leave it for that. And the performance is reasonable. I mean, we're getting 60, 70 frames a second right now. No complaints. So after exploration mechanics are more developed in game, is that what you're most excited to play with? Absolutely. I love novel things. So if you throw me at a new planet, having my crew survive and touch down and then voyage back home, that's the most exciting part for me because it challenges me. And I like things that challenge me. I'm not talking about leveling up here or using a joystick stuff. I'm talking about literally it's a flight plan. You have to factor in the fuel, all those complexities, but within reason. It has to be fun, okay? I don't need all the details. I don't need to worry about icing and de-icing and all that because that's not going to be fun. But those basic concepts, I think it's important to teach. And the best way is through simulation. At least that's my opinion. All right, so we're going to get a sunset. That's going to be nice. Okay, I'll leave it there. Wow. There. It's hard. Huh. It's quite interesting. All right, let's do this then. Can't wait for a buildable half on planets. Oh, that's going to be fun, yeah. I would hop in, but I'm stuck at work right now for another hour. iStar, no problem. I would like to stream tomorrow. So today, it's just me testing out the system and seeing how good it works. Wow, look at that. That LOD needs help. Oh, we're getting back in the atmosphere. We are in a very interesting, and I'm talking like this is so elliptical. It's like it feels as if it's like 5,000 in altitude. So we're moving between probably 13,000 and 26,000, maybe more, maybe 10,000 difference. It's hard to say. What happened to the? This is a 1080 Ti. This is. Basically, I just updated the processor on this. Wow. It's nice and toasty in here. All right, I've never done an orbit like this, so this is pretty nice. How do you turn on the neutral density filter? I know. I think it's just the game. It just does it on its own. That is so neat. By the way, all those red streams, those are particles, right? Oh wow, 80 frames a second. That's amazing. How do you turn... Okay. With the money they have raised, you would think that it would be released by now. Well, Adam, it's all tech. It's all in development. And Star Citizen is the second game, I guess you can say, or is the MMO portion, where Squadron 42 is the single-player portion, right? By the way, there's a new ship that's been introduced in 3.4 that I want to explore with you guys, but I haven't. This recent release, H. It's the bounty hunter one, I believe. So I haven't even taken it for a spin yet. Yeah, it is generic, absolutely. you can kind of see the trails curving a little. Absolutely. You know, these star particles, they're like your direction indicator. So we're still going around, and I think this is going to be a good orbit. It's going to be a long orbit. And I'm tempted, if this is a really good stable server, I might leave it on all night. It's very boring, but what I'm hoping to do is just give you guys a heads up. Tomorrow, I'm thinking and hoping that we'll be able to do some silly events. Worthwhile ones, of course. In PTU and in PU, for those that don't have access to PU. Wow, we are really dropping. This is quite interesting. They are tweaking, and I like that. The tweaking's cool. JB says, I've timed my flight from Port Olisar to Hurston, and on average it takes 12 minutes. It depends on the vehicle. Starfarer, I believe, takes 4 minutes once you actually engage. 4.5 minutes, maybe? So it just depends. You'd think that they would be drag, though. If this is Kerbal Space Program, I'd be like crashing. It's okay. It's all good. They can tweak all of this later. You know what? This is nothing new. This has been in game for a while. But what they are tweaking is the atmosphere, atmospheric effects, and the range of gravity from the atmosphere of the planet. So that's pretty cool. I still have to test that out, but Hurston has a 100-kilometer atmosphere, and what I want to do is I want to see if I can park just out of the 100 kilometers and walk out and see if I can EVA, just to see. And if I can't, I'm getting excited because they're extending the gravitational fields further than the atmosphere, when traditionally it was at the same location as the atmosphere. Joseph, I wouldn't worry about so much, how much they're burning up a day or a week or average. I know that they're looking to hire 90 plus more people. So, work is being done. People are being paid. Right, let's get some effects so we can actually hear the audio here. Not too much, though. Oops. It's also cool, the Razor, you can actually have people on top if they can survive the boredom. Wow, we're already going sideways. Nice. It's toasty in here. Wow. Gets dark with no burn-in. Oh, are we getting lower? But not by much. Yeah, the 1080 Ti, honestly, it's the 11 gigs. I find that having that video RAM is so important. Another thing that I decided to do is I may pick up the 2080 Titan, right? Because it has 24 gigs of video RAM, just to see if that actually helps. I don't think it will because they build, but it might, who knows, right? And I was also looking at the 905p from Intel, and it's a minor improvement where it matters. Some dad says, if SC goes VR, motion sickness will be at another level. For me, for sure. I'll have to be like eating wasabi and ginger, like fruitcake. Bad drivers. Just making sure you have your helmet on. If the pilot isn't really paying attention to where he's flying. Yeah, we do. Shevin says, Sataro, how do you switch between PU and PTU without downloading the whole game again? All right. So while we're in the atmosphere, probably a very crucial moment when wait a minute, the sun's coming up. Okay, I'll explain it to you. This is what you do. You go to the Star Citizen folder, right click on it where it says Star Citizen, and copy and paste it in the same directory that Star Citizen is, which is probably Robert Space Industries folder. Then rename the Star Citizen copy folder to Star Citizen PTU, and voila, when you run the PTU launcher, it will start updating only about 3 gigs of data, and you're done. They need to use shield GFX effects along with the burn. Yeah. Well, right now, I do have power on, so yeah, shields are on. Kunyan says, Kunyan? Yes. Do you estimate that by 2020 this game be totally ready? Honestly, I will not say Star Citizen will be ready. Will it be playable? Yes. Like it is now? No, better. But by 2020, hopefully we'll know a little bit more about Squadron 42, because that's the one that this tech is being developed for to a degree. Chapter 1, and there's 3 chapters, so you're not going to see all these ships that are in Star Citizen. I don't think you're going to see them all in Squadron 42. First, if you do, it's probably just from a distance or in name or a target. But there's other ships they're working on that we're not seeing, especially alien ships that we will not be able to pay to win, as some might put it. This game is actually going to change gaming standards. There's simply no MMO with the fidelity and depth it shows. I'm looking forward to BioWare's next installment. It's kind of fun. It has a place, but it's a copy of a game that gets kind of boring. So I'm hoping the character development is going to be a big thing. I'm really looking forward to that. It's locked at 30 FPS, so forget 60. The game is locked at 30 FPS, that game. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, if you're wondering, it's Anthem. So, hopefully that's going to be good. It's in closed alpha, I guess, right now. Or invite only. There we go. Look at that. That's really nice. I love it when the sun hits the fuselage and it just reflects. You can see all the work put into the multi-layers of the texture. Yes, CD, everything is okay. Just really busy, and I do miss being here. Even tonight, I was like exhausted, and I wasn't really impressed because my system was constantly crashing. But then I rebooted. I said, no, never surrender. I put it at 3400 and no more crashes. So, yeah. VSync enabled, turn it off. Actually, text, I'm talking about Anthem. It's locked at 30 FPS. Right now I'm getting 75. You can see at the bottom left hand side. I do have VSync off. My display is 60. But yeah, hopefully it looks good. We're just doing a interesting orbit around Daymar. Very interesting, and I don't know if this is a decay or an escape or what, to be honest. JJ Rowe says, have you noticed planet terrain texture resolution reduction? Yes, I've noticed not the texture itself not loading, so it's a bug. It's like the object container streaming is loading lower quality objects rather than the good stuff, right? Yeah, no, you're right. It's just object container streaming. They're tweaking that. It's amazing. It's coming along nicely. Final Republic. Star Citizen is the first AAA game developed by only a PC release in how long? Wow, I don't even remember. Anthem is not locked at 30 FPS. Okay, then maybe it's just this particular builds that they have. It's good. It's good to know. Oh, it wasn't on the 8th. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping it won't be. I really, really pray. There's a few titles where they do that because reasons of melting down your PC type of thing. And I would rather have them lock it at 30 FPS than get rid of, fidelity and quality. Personally, right? But 60 FPS looks good, doesn't it? That's why I'm streaming to you at 4K 60. As long as the textures load. Massive, colorful, volumetric clouds on gas giants would be amazing to see. Yeah, and then wisps as you fly by it. And of course, your system melting down. Oh, the cloud tech is one of my most anticipated features. JGRO says, still looks better than any game out. Of course, yes. Can you see the reworked Reliant core? I haven't seen it yet. I have not. Anthem was running at a nice 70, 90 FPS for me. Nice. Good. And what was the resolution that, if you're allowed to say? If not, that's okay. It's good to see that they didn't lock it at 30 because I don't know if they're gonna keep it that way or not, but I really hope they don't. 60 is all you really need. 90 is great if you want VR. Right? Anthem is not the type of game that I feel you need anything more than that. Yoga Man. Yes, Paul. How you doing? Welcome to the orbiting sterility of Delamar. Haha. It's pretty cool. Now, I'm a little disappointed. Since I've been streaming with YouTube, that is. Since I've been streaming with 4K 60 FPS, some of the most epic moments are now like, blah. They didn't finish making them offline at 4K. They're like 720p, and if it works, I can't wait until they fix those videos. Like the one with the javelin. Like, come on, guys. In order to have a working video, it has to be 320. I mean, sure, I did some local records, but those are for me, not... anyway. Now, I was thinking of doing a recap, though. Taking all the videos, because, I do some recording, and putting it together and saying, okay, this is just a simple 3-minute recap. It's a thing now, right? Everybody's talking about it. It's like, woo. I'm thinking, why not make a recap? My 3 minutes would be like, this is the day's orbit. This is yesterday's orbit. This is last week's orbit. Isn't this great? Happy little clouds that we're waiting for. I give some credit and signed up. Oh, Paul, thank you very much. You're awesome. Okay, Ken says, oh, multi-tool has been... yeah, of course. Multi-tool is not lightsaber, guys. Paul, I give you some... Kunin says, Warframe is free, people. Anthem is a copy of Destiny and Titanfall. Remember, no pre-order. Yeah, I'm not going to pre-order it this time. I mean, I pre-order Mass Effect. A friend of mine worked on it type of thing. And Anthem too, but I don't want to pre-order it. I want to play it. and they don't need my money to make it happen. So, no reason for pre-ordering for me. Raku. In fact, let me think. I have not played any pre-order games longer than 30 days after it came out. Just couldn't keep me. So if I pre-ordered a game, guaranteed not to keep me after 30 days, or you know what I mean? It's like, nope, not gonna happen. So I'm not gonna pre-order games that can totally be funded without pre-ordering. I'm looking for a new monitor, Sataro. Have you compared to 1440 versus 2160? You know what? 1440 at 165 megahertz is nice. 1440, you can do 60 FPS. I mean 60 FPS, yes. So it'll sync very well with your 1440 60. You don't need a big supercomputer for 1440 60. 1440 144 you can compare to 2160 at 60. So 165, I don't know if you can actually get that without SLI. Well, it depends on the title too. I mean, Fortnite, yeah, sure. I mean, just take a ball, slap a band-aid on it. There you go. To 300 FPS. Vox Mega says, 2 weeks of death and ways to die. Yeah. Is Star Citizen a scam, Jimmy? I don't know. Depends on your definition of scam. I would say with confidence that the project known as Star Citizen and Squadron 42 will prove to be anything but. In time, we will know. But my money is definitely where my mouth is. D's Nut says, Anthem is not like Destiny. It doesn't even have PvP. Really? Well, they can always add that later, I suppose. Remember, even Mass Effect didn't really have PvP. It had players together going against PvE, right? Let's see. We're not sure, but it's in orbit at the moment. Yes, it is in orbit, guys. Oh yeah, so while nowhere near there, I would like to see re-entry ablation effects move to the appropriate part of the ship eventually. Absolutely, Fedis. I totally want that. This is what this is for. So please report this. I know the artists, if they see this, they'll say, yes, this is not hard. We can make it happen. In fact, it's already happening on this build. We're going to release it early, maybe. I'm good with my 1440. Yeah. Nero 1440p, definitely good. But with my build, my setup and the client, I'm getting, YouTube, I can only stream it to you at 4K 60 FPS. I'm willing to try 5K ultra wide at 60 FPS. I really am trying to see if I can do that. I just don't think the Elgato card can capture that. Bad Driver says, see you tomorrow. Yes, sir. See you tomorrow. I'm so exhausted from the work to stay up. Yeah, honestly, guys, get your rest. Honestly, I'm not going to do anything more than what I just did. It's been a long day. I woke up at 4, and I've been go, just so this moment can happen. However, doesn't mean I won't leave the stream up. I'm going to see what happens when you stream for 4 hours at 4K 60 FPS on YouTube for 14 or at least 12 hours. Now, I want to see. So, if the server survives I'm going to stay in orbit. And it's up to you guys to knock me out. You'll be immortalized. Just feel free. Yeah, I know. Jump Town's fun. This is more challenging. And if you want to know where I am, I will show you. Demo. And where am I right now? Oh, come on. There I am. Yay. I just passed Dunlow. And ArcCorp. I'm getting close to ArcCorp, but I'm not going to stay at ArcCorp. I'm going to zoom by. Probably, yeah, I'm going to zoom by probably between these two guys. And we're going to go to destination over here, Wolf Point. You probably have a better chance of catching me at Wolf Point Shelter. Okay. So if you make your way there, yay, you could probably see me. Wow. These effects are kind of neat. That's something else with the two-seater 85X. There's so much more to see. Over Uranus. Zerg. Zing. Nero. Is the Saber Raven promotion still going? You know what? If you can find one on the 900p, definitely is the code will still work. I did an Ask a Dev. They're looking into using the voxel tech for aerodynamic flight to drive the re-entry combined with signed distance fields. Oh, you're talking really nice language to me. I like it. This project's so amazing that when I looked at Altera and I said, guys, let's make Altera tech happen in Star Citizen, the forums said, nah, let's not. That's 10 years away. It's not worth it. And then Chris Roberts says, guess what, guys? And I said, yes. So, kudos to Chris and his team. Keep up the good work. Star burning. Gonna, yeah, you know what? Okay, the best thing about Fortnite, I'll tell you right now, the best thing about Fortnite is when you leave the bus and you get flying. You get to free fly and just have fun. Pick your location. We need that. We need base jumping, wingsuits. Just give us this. And I guarantee you, that's all we'll be doing. Bodies will be hitting the floor. Everybody's going to love it. Even if we don't survive the landing. The clouds give me gas giants. Okay. In fact, you could probably put the link here in the live stream so people can actually see it, even those that are watching now. I'll let you go ahead and post it. Anyway, this was my first attempt at doing... Is it just me or did my landing gear disappear? There it is. I wonder if this will bring me out of orbit now. Let's put it away. Yes, you can mess with the landing gear without turning on your engines. Alright, the clouds, yes, yeah. Trying to find you in orbit doesn't help that you're in an EX with the engines off. Absolutely, Rocket fell. But you know where I'm heading. So my altitude will be about 20,000, between 15 and 20,000. So that might help you a little bit. All right, so right now, Tamarin Plains, I'm 104 clicks away. And getting closer. Actually, I'm going to be passing probably at about 70 clicks. But the next location, yeah, we're going to be right close to Bountiful Harvest. That's not too bad. Usually when you do orbits, it stays in the same line, but we'll see. Yeah, they are up. Randy, they're derping out. I'll just leave this up for you guys to see. You've probably seen that the first time we actually went to Hurston, even though it wasn't officially in game, and they added these little points. I really like that. I like it when the development just keeps going. All right, there it is, and I'm showing it. Proteus Rift, thank you. Yeah. So VFX art question on the re-entry effects. It was recently explained that the flight model would be updated to accurately simulate the effects of lift and drag in atmosphere by voxelizing the surface of the spacecraft. I know the current re-entry effects will eventually be refactored. That said, since re-entry heating is caused by the same drag friction, could art utilize the same voxel art in the generation of re-entry effects? Perhaps even combined with assigned distance fields? Ben Perry of CIG says, some work has already been done in this direction, so yes. Yay! Short and sweet. Very simple. Star Orbitish. Yes. All right. Whoa. Where are we? We just passed that, and we're getting close to someplace. Kuduror is next to Bountiful. Let's see how close we are. Oh yeah, we're gonna be really close to Bountiful. That's gonna be cool. That's the place you want to hang out, guys. Bountiful. In fact, we're gonna be so close. I'm gonna check it out. Let's see how close. If we're within 15 clicks, I'll be able to see it for sure. I use custom res 3840 by 1440 on my 4K TV. Feels like it, and it runs a lot nicer. And it's like having a 51-inch ultra-wide monitor. Absolutely, Kirgon. The problem is I love doing that too. I usually go 3840 by 1600 on the 55-inch. And the reason why I like doing that is because I get those bars. But if somebody has an ultra-wide monitor and they're watching the YouTube video, they get square bars everywhere, and it doesn't have the same effect. That's why I stopped doing that. But it doesn't mean that I won't try getting a 5K ultra-wide. All right, I guess this is the closest. Not enough to see it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be... Well, we're probably going to get close to Kudro. We're within 42,000 in closing. Definitely closer than 40,000. 38,000. 37,000 meters. So it's 36 kilometers. That's it. 35 kilometers. And 33 kilometers. Yep, that's it. 33.5, guys. All right, where am I? Am I upside down? Yeah, and it's the dark, so I'm not going to see it. Boo, it's over there. Can't get there. Let's see. Show me. All right. Turn on head tracking. Let's see. I probably should have been looking out for it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Is that it? No. Maybe it was. Hard to say. That is neat. You know, when you put in track IR and you're in orbit like this, it actually almost looks like you're actually there. This is the place you want to put on your VR headset. Okay, let's see how close we're getting to their next destination. Pulling it up. Kudro. Oh yeah, we're getting close. Let's see. The surefire way of going back to the same place is taking off and flying straight from that location when you go to orbit. Alright, so I will see. Oops. Oh, man, from bright to dark, it's tough. Alright, so we're not going to be in the right direction. Oh, we're going backwards. Nope. Definitely not going to see this one. All I know is if you guys get out and are in a vehicle and you turn on the lights, I'll see it from orbit. So that's a good way to do it. Yeah. OLED. 35 kilometers or 1 meter Canadian. I just got a 55-inch and can watch your stream at 4K. It is unreal. Shadow Star, thank you for that. It makes me happy that you guys can enjoy this like I do. Even though we know that quality at YouTube lowers it, and when I watch it back, it's good, but it's not original good, which is sad, you know? Yeah, it's life. When would you recommend looking at VR headsets when foveated rendering is actually a thing in the hardware? What does that mean? That means that the only area that actually renders detail is where your eye is looking, so it does eye tracking. At least the majority of the detail. How about that? Yeah. That's my opinion anyway. Because I find that the experience is there. It's just we need a little bit of other tech to make it rather enjoyable. It's there, it really is, but it can be exhausting, and I enjoy it. I do. I don't know, maybe I'll set up a room strictly for VR. I don't know. Right now I share it with this studio setup. Hey, it's good enough for me until I get some the game myself. Absolutely. And right now, honestly, there's so much more on the way that even as far as I'm concerned, my son, he has the PC for it, but if I want him to experience the game at its best, definitely wait for the new flight model. I'm enjoying this right now because, of course, you might not be able to do this anymore with a new flight model. At least not the way I've learned to do it. I'm ready to get back in there with Yasutaro. My PC is down right now for upgrades. Okay. Bet you feel some vertigo. Oh yeah, this. You put this on, and I guarantee that you're gonna feel something. Like right now I'm getting 56 FPS. And honestly, that's not bad. Anything around 45 is decent. Right? And I find that even on the new system, my son's PC, these HUDs tend to do a number on them, on your FPS. So, I mean, it's all relative, I guess. I don't know. Relative in the sense that the textures that was used and how much is being loaded. The cart to wall is the one that just needs a rework. That thing just drops my frames to 24 FPS every time I'm inside, and the ship is on. And then of course the particle effects along with that is tough when you're in quantum. Yes, you do, Vox Mega. Eye tracking is totally there, but I actually have Tobii eye tracker, and I don't see why it can't be done. You just have a little camera, and you're good to go. So, it's not as hard as some may be thinking it is. Maybe in a year or two, we're going to start seeing that. Competition's always good, and of course, money. Money is always helpful. Well, I would say that this is a pretty good orbit. So what I'm going to do, we've been streaming for 2 hours, coming up in another minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here with this nice sunrise. And I'm going to start it in orbit. And I'm going to leave it in orbit. And I'll see how long we can stay here until the next event, which is 14 hours from now. If that's all right with the 155 of you that are watching right now. So, I will leave you with this vision. The vision of splendor. And we'll be right back after these messages.